What's good? We back. This your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the Motor City Lions talk and post-game reaction to the Pittsburgh Steelers coming into Motor City on Sunday Night Football and defeating the Detroit Lions 20-15. And quite frankly, I picked the Steelers to win the game. I'm always gonna keep it trill with y'all, not fake the funk. But boy, the Detroit Lions. It's just, man, for years they've been mismanaged, not coached very well. And tonight was indicative of that. Caldwell going for it on the goal line and not kicking the field goal. I mean, blown coverages, tonight, playing zone when your front four not able to get there and Roethlisberger got time to find the holes in the zone. I mean, the holding penalty at the end. I mean, not being able to get 1 yard or 2 yards on the goal line all night. The sorry execution in the red zone. I mean, Golden Tate having one of his relapses and fumbling the ball. I mean, it's always something with this team, man. And people don't understand why, the outside world doesn't give Detroit football their respect. Because it's always something fluky, And I made a comment tonight saying that, tomorrow night Dwayne Washington will be gone, and I would just fire the entire coaching staff. Even Terrell Austin, I like him, But they have to burn this thing on up. There's no more rebuilding on the fly. But let's talk about the game real quick. Pittsburgh, like I told you guys, Roethlisberger, he ain't been his regular hot self. The last couple of years, I see the decline in him, and I made that statement in a prediction video. And tonight was the same. He missed a lot of wide open guys. The Lions defense did a good job of keeping Le'Veon Bell in check. Juju Smith Jr., was, who we thought he can be. He was a big integral part. I said if you took away Antonio Brown and took away, Le'Veon Bell, besides the second quarter, for the most part, the Lions did well on Antonio Brown. And I said let somebody else beat him. And when you tell the Lions to do that, they will find some other guy to beat him. And tonight was Juju Smith Jr. He burnt the Lions up pretty good. He beat them. He beat Quadre Diggs in the slot for a big, deep touchdown. That was the difference in the game. And that's been the story for the Lions for the last, 15, probably longer than that, times in my life. Is the simple fact that the defense and offense can never play good. The offense can never score a touchdown and sustain consistent drives and long drives. They either big play, boom. They either big play or bust. And that's what it was tonight. Not Stafford threw for all these wilding numbers, over 400 yards through the air, but no touchdowns. They failed to get the football in the end zone. And that's been the issue with the Lions dating back to when Mike Martz was the offensive coordinator. And tonight that was the difference. Kicking field goals. They've been kicking field goals for years. And not putting points on, except for a couple exceptions in the years. But they never able to put long drives together. And it's just time, in my opinion, because they're not making the playoffs, in my opinion, right now. I think they're the third best team in the NFC North. I think Chicago defense put them above Detroit right now. Minnesota, clearly, even though we beat them, this is a different Lions club right now. Have an offensive coordinator that doesn't have a clue, who ran a draw inside the 10 on the 3rd and 5 with Theo Reddick. It's hard to say optimistic about the Lions, and they make it that way. It's nothing gonna change unless they tear it down and build it back up. Golden Tate always have one of those fluky, loopy fumbles or drops or something like that every 2 or 3 games or so, and now they coming more close together. Pittsburgh wasn't that better of a team than us tonight. Their secondary wasn't that good. They just bend and didn't break. And the Lions didn't make them break. They didn't have any money plays in the red zone. They don't have one go-to play. They're like, okay, for sure this is going to work. They don't have any go-to plays to run. And, they consistently play man zone a lot tonight. And the zone got ate up at critical moments in the game. The zone, they must have been playing the same kind of zone concept on third down because Pittsburgh was consistently picking them up. And they had a couple of drops on their end as well. Some third down conversions. And at the end of the day, man, it's hard to stay a Lions fan. I understand it. But tough times gonna make for beautiful days and great days one day. But right now, I'm not feeling nobody in this organization right now. Spend money on the offensive line. They injured. They not competing. But shout out to the guy that started that left tackle tonight. He did a great job starting that left tackle tonight. Held up very good. Even on overload blitzes, blitz to his sides, one-on-ones. He did his thing. He really did. But, overall, though, man, they can't run the ball. They don't have a running back. We all knew that Amir Abdullah, let's be real, he didn't have it to be a number one running back. They knew they needed a running back this year. They could have made a move up and got a running back or made a move to get one of those running backs. We knew we was thin a linebacker. Could have made to get a linebacker, move to get a linebacker. We knew Ebron wasn't nothing. We knew this stuff for a long time, But consistently, they throw Ebron back out there. They say, let's give Amir Abdullah a millionth chance and see if anything going to be different on the 1 million chance than it was on the 1,000th chance. You know what I'm saying? They putting too much faith in the players they already got. That's not nothing. Let's not sign Golden Tate back. He's not that guy. Marvin Jones caught fire tonight. I don't mind him staying because we still owe him a lot more money. But a lot of these guys can go in the Lions, man. A lot of them can go, Not named Glover Queen or a few other untouchable guys, Matthew Stafford. Let's get this guy a real running game and some receivers and tight ends that can catch the balls. Don't have to be stars. And by a pass catching group by committee. But I'm already looking forward to next year, pretty much, because I see where this thing is going, But we're gonna consistently cover. And I've seen different things happen when Aaron Rodgers went down. It was a golden opportunity for the Lions to snag the division. But they're not taking it by the horns. A game that can change national perception on them and put them right back in the NFC North race, which Minnesota is taking off with a backup quarterback named Case Keenum. It's the Lions' year to do it. I don't think they're going to do it for a while until the organization make major changes and build it from the ground up. But I'm an irate Lions fan right now. But everything I'm speaking is facts and truth. Congratulations to Pittsburgh Steelers for their 20-15 win over the Detroit Lions. No shade through them. They earned it. Can't blame the refs. Blame the Lions. We gone.